So on today's show, I'm going to talk about whether you're judging your success based on what other people are doing or whether on your own values. Welcome to the Rise to Thrive show. I am your host, James Borman. And if you are coming through, please do let me know by just commenting if this is relatable to you, by dropping a like, by sharing with somebody that might find some benefit from this. Now, this defining success is like asking what's the meaning of life. I could literally be in a room with 200 people, ask what their definition of success is, and get probably a multitude of answers, and they would all come from different values, different belief systems that we've built up over our life, things that we've been taught, the way that we've been brought up. But one of the things that I see most, and this is right across the board in terms of how they see success, let's go, is how they feel successful in their relationships, in their side hustle or the growth of their business, in their health, whether they do it overall, whether they were successful at school or college or uni or whatever it was. And we all have a different, if you like, concept of what success is. And I feel that where a lot of people go wrong with this is that they judge and compare themselves to other people. And this is something that I did massively in terms of entrepreneurship. When I was embracing content and what other people were doing, I would follow successful businessmen and women. Okay, and I would see them on social media, I would listen to them. And I would wake up every single day and think, oh my God, I am not as successful as them. I would never be as successful as them. And I lived in that kind of space, that mindset space mentality. And the way that you might do that is by looking at other people in that way on social media and kind of looking at maybe the same type of thing. Like, that guy's got his shit together. That guy, look at his body. I'm jealous of that body. I'm comparing what I look like compared to that guy. And sometimes you end up doing it. You can do this by people watching, right? Maybe you're in the playground at school and you're looking at the other dads and you're like, fucking look at him driving his BMW, or look how in shape he is, or whatever it might be. And actually, they might not be succeeding in life. Just visually, you are seeing that, okay? And because you visually see something, you automatically assume that they're successful. So you automatically think that you're not as successful, and you start judging yourself. And that can have a really detrimental effect on your state of mind, on your performance, on your motivation, on your inspiration, because then you just don't feel like you're good enough. And then that way you feel that you're not successful, and that creates insecurities, I feel. So how can we strip that so that we feel successful within ourselves? And I think one of the key things here, and one of the key things that I found, was that I had to stop looking at what other people were doing and put into context about where I was doing and focusing on my own success. And what I had to do in those terms was create a definition of what success was to me. So instead of trying to think, oh, look at all these guys, they got millions of pounds, they got nice houses, I questioned myself and went, well, actually, I don't need millions of pounds, because that would bring a whole heap of stress to my world. Okay, if you're earning millions of pounds, it means that you're running an operation that's going to demand a lot of your time and energy. I don't need big houses, because then that's stress and responsibility to maintain the earnings and income to then maintain those houses. And I was like, I don't want all of that. And then I just whittled down about what success was for me. And I come to terms that my mantra or my success statement is living life on my own terms. So that means doing what I want, when I want to do it, and how I want to do it. And that's something I came up with around 3 years ago. And I looked at what I have in terms of family, in terms of those values. And I am like, in terms of living life on my own terms, I'm about there, you know. So I can almost turn around and consider myself, you know, I'm successful. I don't need to be a millionaire. I don't need to drive fucking Land Rovers or Porsches or Ferraris. I don't need to be on holiday half of the year. I just need to be in control of my own time and energy so that I can be around my family, my friends, and do the things that I want to do, okay, within reason. And that created clarity for me in terms of feeling like I was progressing not only in my business, but in my personal life, my professional life, my networking, my growth and understanding and the balance of my time and my energy. And I think one of the things that I would advise you to do is really be clear on the definition of success, what it is for you. Not what it is for you compared to me or compared to somebody else or the footballers or whoever that you follow. And not being influenced externally by other people and letting that define what your success is. Because you'll often find that a lot of people, and one of the reasons I did my vlog was to expose my real world behind the scenes so that people didn't think that I had my shit sorted out, because I don't all of the time. I just have much better coping mechanisms to be able to deal with that. And the reason I did that is because I wanted to I wanted that to be as open as possible. And many of the people that you follow or you see are quite honestly, probably quite miserable, because half of them are the type of clientele that I've worked with in the past. And I've seen people that are unhappy who look like they're super successful. And they haven't got it all as much as you think they've got it all. And you are judging your emotions and your actions and your decisions based on those people. When all you should be doing is basing it on what you see as success. Okay? So I want you to go away now, and I want you to create a mission statement that defines your success. Not mine, not anyone else's, but yours. So that when you ask yourself at the end of our journey and you're on your deathbed and you can turn around and say, did I do this to be successful? You can say yes. So when I'm on my deathbed, whenever that will be in 60, 70 years from now, I'll turn around and say, did I live life on my terms? And I say, fucking right, I did. And that is how you define, for me, success. Have a cracker.